Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today I'm changing up the pace a little bit with a skate park review of sorts. I was out doing some weekend work the other weekend, and in between jobs I had a little bit of spare time, so I thought I'd check out Cragieburn Skatepark. I'm not really out that way very often. It's about an hour and 20, it's probably about an hour and 20 for me. So like I said, not really out there that often, so I thought I'd take the opportunity to pop in and have a look at this skate park. Little disclaimer though, there's no skateboarding of sorts in this. I think I actually got one little clip, but I was trying to look after my body a little bit. The body was sore, I had footy the next day as well, so I didn't want to push myself too hard or get injured. But I hope you stay around and like the video, and if you do, make sure to hit that like button as well. But let's have a look at this skate park. Cragieburn Skatepark is actually a pretty new skate park, or I thought it was actually newer than it was. But it has been out there for about over a year now, so some of the things have actually got a little crusty, but the concrete has actually held up pretty well, I think. One thing I did notice straight away, and I don't think really many people build it into skate parks these days, is a dedicated flat ground area. I really think that a skate park, or most skate parks, really should have a dedicated flat ground area, because if you wanted to practice your flat ground at this skate park, you sort of feel like you're in the way, especially if there was like quite a few people. You'd be trying to do the flat ground either up at the top section or down the bottom section, and which is in the middle of the way of like people trying to do their runs. So I reckon it's just like a little handy thing, just like you could, like, skate park builders, if any skate park builders are watching this, build a dedicated flat ground area where kids, adults, whoever wants to, can work on their flat ground, and they can also play games of skating and things like that, because it's one thing I reckon it's probably missing out of most skate parks. It's a pretty largish park, or for standards here in Melbourne anyway. It's separated into a street section and a bowl section. My favourite thing from the time I was there was these long ass ledges that run along the side, creating this platform. The ledges are very nice height, perfect to learn like 50-50s and all those type of things on it as well. Not too tall, not too low. There's a little bit of a lower ledge over to the side that is quite crusty itself. I think that's more concrete, so over time it has like sort of deteriorated away. It is a bit crusty, like I mentioned. If you're not going fast enough, you might just hit it and like spit yourself out. So you got to hit that one with a bit of speed. Leading from that platform, you have a stair set with a step up in the middle of it. Now this looks cool and it's a great use of space, but stair skaters, let me know, is this like an annoying thing to you? Because does this put you off having a big ramp in the middle of a stair set if you're trying to skate stairs? To get speed for this mellowish long Euro step up gap, you come from this like approximately 6'1" at the end of it, which has some steepness to it. There is also a roll in to the side of that. That's pretty steep as well. And in between those two sections, you got one of the steepest hips that I've actually seen in like some recent times. It reminds me of the fuckery that down there's at Upway Skate Park, but maybe this one's a bit more skatable. There is a little rail to the side of this, which isn't that straight at now, but it does the job. I tried some front boards and just slipped out, so it was nice and waxed. But it's another medium-sized height rail. It's perfect for learning on. It's a round bar, so people either love round bars or hate them. People are square or round people. So I don't know. I'm still trying to like learn my rail game and see what I enjoy more. Learning 50-50s on a square rail would probably be easier, but I heard like board slides on round rails are a lot easier. So it's all about what you prefer. There is a little mani pad of sorts, which is nice. You can hit it both ways with ease. Though, like I mentioned before, it's pretty chunky now to grind, and it's concrete and it's been chunked out. Like you can plow through it, but it is also pretty nice to learn things on it because it's a really nice low one. You could probably even start trying like some slappy grinds on it as well. But it's like your little mani pad. It's probably the only mani pad here. So it's just like that perfect height. Hit it from both sides. Learn front side, learn back side. It's in a nice little spot out of the way as well. At the other end of the park, there's a medium mellow bank to start your run to go through the street section. Like I mentioned, it's mellow, so it's nice to throw some tricks on and stuff like that, do 180s and all that type of stuff. You also got a hip there as well that you can like sort of practice hip tricks. It is large, it's long, and it's quite enjoyable as well. Dropping in from that bank, straight in front of that is the entrance to the platform, which is guarded by two square rails, which would be intermediate level to get on. They're no East Bentley size, but they are square. So there is a mixture of square and round rails here, which is nice, or for like down rails anyway, because the big stair set has round rails and then the little one has square rails. So I'm guessing people think like round rails are better for the advanced skaters because it's down the big stair set there. But the square ones are probably quite appreciated as well. When you follow that bank around, you're sort of greeted by a mini ramp of sorts. It is also in the way of like the entry to the skate park, which can be annoying. You just have to watch out for traffic. But these like little quarters are perfect size, perfect for learning things on if you're trying to step up from like a 3 to 4 foot quarter to something that's like, I think this one would be about a 5 foot quarter. So it is perfect. It's pretty mellow. The coping is nice on it too. Everything's nice and smooth throughout the skate park and especially here as well. So these are good to learn things on. These are quite a lot of fun as well. You can, if you're not really confident in dropping in, you can go from one side and like roll in down in the bank, get enough speed to do get the trick on one quarter, roll down into the other quarter. So it is perfect for like people who are wanting to roll in, and it's also good to try and learn to drop in and do some quarter or transition type of skating as well. That's all I really personally care about this park. There is a pretty big bowl as well, which is like, I suppose it's a nice little bowl section there. I really didn't check that out, to be honest, really, because bowl skating is not really my thing. I got told it's really nice and stuff like that from some of the skaters that were skating there. This whole bowl section, because you got the part that like runs up a little bit higher around and you can skate the back of it as well, sort of reminds me of Box Hill Skate Park. That whole bowl section, because you've got the other bit that runs like the banana that runs around the outside of the skate park as well. That sort of reminds me of Box Hill, because like the pool coping though, that pool coping that sticks up on it, that sticks right up and out of it, and it is very steep as well. So be careful of that. I don't know why they really built that there. It's more of a seat because you see a lot of kids and stuff sitting on it. But another thing that's sort of attached around there, which is like sort of out of the way of the skate park, is a massive slappy curb. Big round slappy curb, which would be fun as well. You can get speed from them from both ways. But if people are skating the bowl and stuff like that, you just got to be quite careful as well. Overall, my review of this skate park, that it's a really, really solid skate park. Would I drive an hour and 20 again to go skate it? Maybe, maybe not. Depends. If I'm in the area, I'll definitely drop by. Has a few good things and stuff like that. I actually forgot to mention that there's a hubba there as well. That was probably medium to higher sized hubba. It was very wet, so that's why I really didn't look at it, to be honest. Because like in Melbourne, that we've like been dealing with bloody rain like 5 days straight, then we'll have one sunny day like today. Rain 5 days during the week again, and yeah, it's just that never-ending cycle. Hopefully we're coming into spring soon, so hopefully more sunny days, longer days, and more skating. In this skate park, there's a lot of features that a lot of advanced skaters actually really love. You've got the big steep hip. You've got the step up and the step down. You've got the handrails and stuff like that. Though, if you're leaning towards a beginner skateboarder, it could be a little bit tough here maybe. But if you're like that beginner to intermediate, you'll still have some fun. Like I said, the lack of flat ground area is like a bit, I don't know, it's not annoying because if you skate there with no one there, you can have free rain. But I feel like once it gets busy, people are running up and down that bank. You've got your street lines and stuff like that. It's going to be hard to practice flat. I really love that long ass ledges both sides, so you can hit it front side, back side, you can get into the banks. It's a bit hard to pop into the banks like from the ledge or popping out because you got the rail, so you have to be careful there, otherwise you'll bonk your head on the rail. But those long arch ledges are really nice, really fun. No danger really attached to them because you can't really slip over, which is nice. You just like, if you ollie up and miss your lock in, you'll just roll up on top. Though, don't roll down the 5 stair or whatever, how many stairs it is. And like coming down to that down section there where you got the big quarters and stuff like that, personally, I sort of wish those things weren't so steep because like you have to be quite confident in dropping in. For me personally, I'm not really that person yet. So the roll in and the quarters would have been really nice, would have been just like to be a bit more mellower. I know you need to get some speed to get up to that step up, though you're probably still gonna have to like push after like pushing one. You still have to push after dropping in or use that little like camel hump to try and get that speed to go up that step up. Though you also got that toilet seat gap to the right to it, or it's not really a toilet seat gap. You got the gap to the right, which I think you'll use the hip to get speed for that. That is very mellow, it's very long. So that's a bit of an interesting one. A lot of people grind the top of it, which, yeah, that would be fun as well. It's definitely up there with one of the better skate parks in Melbourne. It's smooth, it's got plenty of range of different obstacles. You got your straight section and you got your bowl section for bowl skaters as well. So the only thing is, like I mentioned, or I personally think, is that if you're a beginner on a busy day, it might not be too beginner friendly. intermediate to advanced, more advanced skaters will really enjoy it because they could just run lines all day up through the street section or just rip through the bowl. If you made it this far, thank you, I appreciate you. Let me know if you enjoy this type of video and whatnot like that. Like I said, lately I've been taking a little bit easy on the skate park due to football. We're in finals and stuff like that, so I don't really want to risk injuring myself like on the skate park, on the skateboard for that. Been checking out another couple little skate parks as well on my travels and stuff like that. So if you enjoy this like type of little video, maybe I'll make another one on another skate park, which I actually thought, after looking at it and going there for like 15 minutes, I thought it's probably one of the best skate parks that I've been to, like in Melbourne. It only misses like 1 or 2 things, and that's just being picky. Until the next video, I hope you keep killing it, stay safe, enjoy what you're doing, and I'll see you guys in another video soon. Peace.